And this morning, October 15, we're leaving Moramba Bay. Beautiful bay. All muddy and sandy bottom. Quite beautiful. Good for holding. A quiet night. Very little wind. In the morning the wind came up. The land breeze finally took hold. And we're leaving the bay now on the land breeze, heading for Baly Bay. We'll see how the wind does today. It'd be nice to keep this offshore breeze, but I think we're probably going to lose it when the sea breeze comes in. But hopefully we won't have to beat like we had to the other day. What a glorious, glorious day it is for sailing out here. This is probably one of the nicest days that I've seen in a long time. So far, that is. The sea breeze builds up in the afternoon. It's hard to say what's going to happen. But right now, we're sailing with the wind on the port quarter. And being so close to land, the waves are very small. So just gorgeous. Wonderful day. We're making hay while the sun shines. The big boy is up. Not a lot of wind today. So far, let's hope this breeze holds just like this. Haven't seen Peristera since that day on the river, that morning after. I don't know where they are now. Again, hoping that everything is okay with them. We're on our way to Baly Bay, an overnight sail. Should get there tomorrow. At this point, hard to say exactly when. Well, there's something you don't see every day, just a little experiment we did here with the asymmetric up and the jib out as well, the jib with almost a couple of reefs in it. That makes it quite a bit smaller than the asymmetric. seems to be working. I don't know if it's made it go any faster, but an interesting idea anyway. Our sail from Moramba Bay to Baly Bay is an overnight, and the wind didn't really hold all that well, unfortunately. Much of the day it was good under the asymmetric, and then the wind started to back, and it backed around forward of the beam to a point where we had to take the asymmetric down and put up the full sails. Then the wind increased quite a bit and actually became fairly uncomfortable. And as well, it continued to back a little bit to the point where we couldn't lay the course to the next waypoint, but we were able to come off the wind 10 degrees. And so that worked all right. We had the sea room, which was nice because the coast curves away at that point toward Madagascar. So we were able to go most of the night until sometime before midnight, when the wind really did back even further, and we ended up having to motor. So we motored all night. Matt had a really good rain squall that went through. And then the morning dawned with a light wind again, still onshore in the same direction, but not quite so much to the west, so that we were able to sail. And we've been sailing now all day since around dawn. Right now we're all fairly close to Baly Bay, and should get there in maybe an hour or so, maybe less. And there are two anchorages there. One, the disapproved one, is actually rather exposed, and with this wind might be a little uncomfortable. But there's a second anchorage which is totally enclosed, but has a very shallow entrance. However, the reports are that the entrance way does have 3.1 meters of water over it at low tide. We're going to be going through low tide during our navigation in there, but we should be okay. We'll be able certainly to see the sandbanks anyway. And if we get stuck, by the time we get there, the water is only going to be about half a meter above low tide, so the boat won't lean over too much, and we'll just wait for the tide to lift us back off, which it will do sometime before dark. So that's the plan now, to go into this inner anchorage, which is totally protected, and there's supposed to be a village there, and maybe even a little bit of internet. So that's the plan now. We're on our way. It's been a long 2 days, but I suppose we've got to get used to it, because Baly Bay is our jumping off point for South Africa, and we will find out a good weather window and then leave, and if necessary, which probably will be necessary, drop in at Bazaruto on the Mozambique coast and hide in there to let any strong winds go by. Okay, so we're just approaching Baly Bay, and I guess now we can drop the main. Okay, go ahead. Well, about ready to make our turn now. Coming up on the waypoint that has us make a left turn over some shallow areas. Matt's at the bow with his eyes open, but really you can't see too much. We're still in 6.2 meters of water. We're going as advised near low tide, but we still can't see anything, and tide is today is about 2 meters above chart datum, so that also doesn't make it easy to see the sandbanks. But may make it less likely that we're going to hit something.
What's our depth say?
6.2. Still hanging around 6.1. About 200 meters to the next mark. We're at 5.9. Still at 9 meters. Now this is a village here. Oh, we're going to snub the anchor. We're here. The little village over there.
That good?
Yeah, that's good. All right, it is 17th of October. We're getting ready to leave Baly Bay. These guys are the third boat, I think, to come out to visit us this morning. This fellow's got a chicken. No, I don't think we need a chicken. Oh. No, 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 merci. No, 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 merci. No, merci. It's good. We don't need a chicken. Thank you. Bonne journée, eh? So anyway, that young guy there, he had come by with his friends earlier and he wanted a t-shirt. And so I said to him, well, what have you got to trade? And I guess he took me seriously because he came back there with a chicken. And he was getting ready to pitch that live chicken into the cockpit. It was squawking and everything like that. We're going, no, 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 no. And he wasn't listening, but his friend caught it. And his friend told him not to do it. Holy cow. You see it jumping down the companionway into the cabin, running around squawking? Carol's either running after it or running away from it, I don't know.
They've got goats out there too.
Oh, I see the goats, yeah.
We probably had plenty of chickens to spare, we should have taken it.
They probably do.
Anyway.
I would have taken care of it for you guys.
He was a cute guy, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to video it earlier, but we were so busy changing the sail and doing a million other things that I wasn't going to start filming at the same time too. I think he felt a little hurt that we didn't take his chicken.